Learning more tonight about the secret tunnel built under a famous synagogue in Brooklyn. A 60-foot tunnel was found right underneath.
Freedom of speech only matters when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning. Today, royal watchers shocked as footage emerges. It is getting wild now, Steve. Yeah, Carl. Wild to say the least with this underground tunnel video blowing up everywhere. She's been spotted. No warning, no official announcement, not even a press release from Buckingham Palace. Queen Camilla has been caught on camera in a secret underground tunnel, and the footage is spreading faster than royal gossip. Why is this so explosive? Because this hidden passageway was long rumored to connect Buckingham Palace to the Tower of London. Oh, and royal experts are now involved, reportedly analyzing every frame that could turn this conspiracy theory into confirmed royal history. So, what exactly does the footage show that has the internet losing its mind? Why is she suddenly navigating these hidden corridors like she's avoiding the public eye? Stick around. The mystery is as deep as these royal tunnels. But first, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It started like any other ordinary Tuesday on social media. Then suddenly, this grainy security footage drops showing Camilla, clutching what appears to be an ancient leather-bound book, hurrying through a dimly lit stone passageway. Yeah, this really appeared online with zero context, just shadows and whispers. I've been saying for years that these tunnels exist beneath London. I do. Well, you can call it a conspiracy theory. I called it a conspiracy theory. I called it fact because we now have proof. I don't remember the last time we even saw this level of evidence. You're right, she's navigating these tunnels like she's done it 100 times before. Hey, you know what? Ask yourself why a queen needs secret escape routes in 2025. What are they hiding down there? This time, the palace couldn't ignore it. They didn't issue a denial. They didn't post a sarcastic tweet. They called an emergency meeting and released a vague statement about historical royal passageways occasionally used for security purposes. That only fueled the speculation fire. Royal experts didn't mince words. Their analysis points to centuries-old tunnel networks, royal escape plans, and hidden chambers containing historical artifacts. The royals have been keeping these passages secret, and now the world wants to know why. And as if that wasn't explosive enough, historians started connecting dots. You heard that right. According to published academic papers, these tunnels reportedly date back to the 16th century, when monarchs needed escape routes during times of civil unrest. Remember when conspiracy theorists mentioned underground royal pathways? Yeah, theories like that don't seem so crazy now that we have actual footage. And guess what? As soon as that video went viral, more content emerged. No one expected this cascade. One day there's a single grainy clip, and the next, dozens. No official explanation, no debunking, not even an attempt to claim it was fake. According to sources close to historical preservation groups, these underground networks span miles beneath London and have been maintained in secret for centuries. And this wasn't some minor revelation. Insiders say the tunnels connect to at least 5 major historic sites across London. The viral footage, the historian statements, the palace's weak response, it was all too perfect. So the internet exploded. Some say these tunnels house royal treasures. Others say they're emergency evacuation routes. What's clear? This discovery has sparked fascination worldwide and has people questioning what else the monarchy might be hiding. And social media? Oh, it's absolutely erupting. As the footage spread, hashtags started trending instantly. Check secret royal tunnels, underground Camilla, hidden London. One viral tweet read, "If these tunnels are just for security, why keep them secret for 500 years?" Another said, "You've hidden underground passages, ancient books, secret chambers, and now you're shocked we're all fascinated?" British tourism websites are reportedly in full-on update mode. Sources say that tour operators are frantically trying to create new royal tunnel tour packages. Because, let's be honest, this isn't the first time historic secrets have been revealed. But it might be the first time we've actually seen a current royal using these mysterious passages. History channels are scrambling. Documentarians are pitching new series. The palace is on defense. Some insiders claim royal historians are now trying to prepare a comprehensive explanation of these tunnels to satisfy public curiosity. But with so many questions, that might not be possible. I want them to show the full tunnel map. There's something about these passages that they don't want us to know. I think this is the biggest royal revelation I've seen in ages. This isn't just another royal curiosity. This is confirmation of centuries of rumors and speculation. It's about architectural history, royal security, and whether monarchs should be allowed to maintain secret infrastructure beneath major cities. Whether more footage emerges or not, this moment has already changed our understanding of London. The conspiracy theorists were right. The evidence is clear, and now historians and the public are demanding the full story. Will we ever get a full tunnel tour? Will more secret passages be revealed? And will Queen Camilla ever explain what that mysterious book was and where she was heading? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't miss what happens next in this unraveling underground mystery, because this isn't just gossip. This is history beneath our feet.
Very blessed and very lucky. I've had an amazing life, and music has been my life, and I got this for music and to work for charity.
Elton John has sparked royal drama like never before. The legendary singer has reportedly taken King Charles to the Supreme Court after shocking revelations about royal secrets. Elton, who shared a close bond with Princess Diana, claims the truth about her struggles and life within the royal family has been buried for too long, and King Charles might hold the key. This unexpected legal battle has left the public stunned, uncovering twists that could shake the monarchy to its core. So, what did Charles reveal? Elton John's revelation. Elton John, one of the world's most celebrated musicians, recently opened up about a shocking truth involving his late friend, Princess Diana, and King Charles. For years, Elton and Diana's friendship was admired by many. They were often seen laughing and enjoying each other's company at public events. But behind the scenes, their relationship faced unseen struggles that eventually led to a painful estrangement. Now, after decades of silence, Elton has revealed that King Charles played a significant role in driving a wedge between them. Elton and Diana's friendship began in 1981 at Prince Andrew's 21st birthday party. It was an unexpected bond that blossomed through shared humor, compassion, and understanding of the pressures that came with their public lives. Diana, trapped in a failing marriage and burdened by royal expectations, found solace in Elton's wit and empathy. Similarly, Elton, who had faced his own personal struggles, found a kindred spirit in Diana. Their bond was deep and genuine, but it wasn't without its challenges. According to Elton, the real turning point in their friendship came in 1997. He had asked Diana to contribute a foreword to a charity book for his AIDS Foundation, a cause he was deeply passionate about. Diana had initially agreed, but she later withdrew her support at the last minute. Elton was devastated and confused by her sudden change of heart. It wasn't until much later that he discovered the truth. King Charles had pressured Diana to pull out of the project. Charles was reportedly concerned about the royal family's image and believed that Diana's involvement in such a controversial project might bring unwanted attention. This revelation hurt Elton deeply. He felt betrayed, not just by Diana's decision, but by the unseen influence of King Charles. The incident marked the beginning of a painful rift between Elton and Diana. Their once close friendship cooled, and the frequent phone calls and meetings they had shared became a thing of the past. Elton chose to break his silence after years of reflection. He admitted that speaking out was not easy, knowing the weight his words carried. However, he felt it was important to share the truth. Not to stir controversy, but to honor Diana's legacy. Elton's revelation paints a complex picture of the pressures Diana faced as a member of the royal family, and the challenges that came with being her friend. It is a story of love, loss, and the enduring impact of one of the most beloved figures in modern history. King Charles's influence. King Charles has always been a figure of tradition, protocol, and responsibility when it comes to the British monarchy. However, behind the public image of duty lies a more complex story about his influence on those closest to him, including his late wife, Princess Diana. Recently, Elton John shed light on how Charles's actions not only shaped Diana's life, but also affected her friendships, particularly her bond with Elton himself. Elton and Diana shared a rare and beautiful friendship. They connected on a deep emotional level, with Elton offering her a sense of humor and empathy during some of her most challenging times. However, as their friendship grew, King Charles began to see it as a potential issue for the royal family. Diana's increasing popularity and her association with Elton, who was a global celebrity and a vocal advocate for causes like AIDS awareness, made Charles uneasy. He was deeply concerned with preserving the monarchy's image, and Elton's flamboyant personality and controversial work didn't align with the conservative values of the royal household. One of the most striking examples of Charles's influence was during the charity book controversy in 1997. Elton had asked Diana to write a foreword for a book supporting his AIDS foundation. Diana initially agreed, but at the last moment she pulled out. Elton later revealed that Charles had pressured Diana to withdraw her support, fearing that her involvement in such a project would tarnish the monarchy's reputation. This decision left Elton feeling betrayed and confused, and it marked the beginning of a painful estrangement between the two friends. Charles's influence didn't stop with the charity book. Elton also recalled how Diana often spoke to him about feeling trapped in her royal role. She described how Charles's emotional distance and his focus on tradition made it difficult for her to feel supported. Behind the scenes, Charles subtly shaped many of Diana's decisions, including her relationships with people outside the royal family. This created ongoing tension between Diana's desire to live authentically and her duty to conform to royal expectations. Elton's revelations about Charles's actions highlight the unseen pressures within the royal family. While Charles's intentions may have been to protect the monarchy, his influence had far-reaching consequences, including the isolation Diana felt and the strain it placed on her relationships. This story paints a picture of a man torn between his duty to the crown and the personal dynamics that defined his private life. The charity book incident. The charity book incident marked a turning point in Elton John's friendship with Princess Diana, a bond that had been cherished by both of them for years. In 1997, Elton was working on a charity coffee table book to benefit his AIDS foundation, a cause he held close to his heart. The book aimed to raise awareness and funds for AIDS during a time when the disease was still heavily stigmatized. It was a bold and compassionate project, and Diana, known for her humanitarian efforts, agreed to write the foreword. Her involvement would have been monumental, given her global influence and her fearless advocacy for causes that many avoided. Elton was overjoyed by Diana's support. Her name attached to the project would not only bring much-needed attention to the cause, but also help break the stigma surrounding AIDS. At the time, very few public figures, let alone members of the royal family, were willing to openly associate themselves with the issue. Diana's agreement to contribute to the book felt like a powerful step forward, both for the cause and their friendship. However, just as everything seemed to be falling into place, Diana suddenly pulled out of the project. Elton was blindsided and deeply hurt. He couldn't understand why she had withdrawn her commitment to something she had seemed so passionate about. The abrupt decision left him confused and questioning their friendship. It wasn't until much later that Elton discovered the truth. King Charles had intervened. According to Elton, Charles had expressed concerns about Diana's involvement in such a high-profile and controversial project. The royal family, with its strong focus on maintaining tradition and avoiding divisive topics, viewed Diana's connection to the AIDS cause as risky. Fearing that it could bring negative attention to the monarchy, Charles reportedly pressured Diana to step away from the book. This revelation left Elton devastated. He felt not only betrayed by Diana's decision, but also frustrated that outside forces, particularly Charles's influence, had come between them. For Diana, the situation was equally heartbreaking. She was caught between her loyalty to Elton and her desire to maintain peace within the royal family. The incident highlighted the immense pressure she faced as a member of the monarchy, where even her personal friendships and passions were subject to scrutiny. The charity book incident became a painful rift in their friendship, one that neither Elton nor Diana fully recovered from before her untimely death. It remains a poignant reminder of the challenges Diana faced in balancing her personal values with the demands of royal life. Diana's isolation. Princess Diana was one of the most beloved and iconic figures in modern history. But behind the public adoration and glamorous image, she lived a life of deep loneliness and isolation. Trapped in the rigid world of the royal family and burdened by the constant scrutiny of the media, Diana often felt like she had no one to truly turn to. Her struggles were heartbreaking, and they reveal the immense pressure she endured as both a princess and a human being. From the outside, Diana's life seemed like a fairy tale. She was the Princess of Wales, married to Prince Charles, and adored by millions across the globe. But behind the palace walls, things were far from perfect. Her marriage to Charles was strained, marked by emotional distance and infidelity. Diana was well aware of Charles's ongoing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, and it left her feeling unloved and rejected. Despite being in the public eye, she felt more alone than ever. As her marriage fell apart, Diana found herself increasingly alienated within the royal family. The traditions and expectations of royal life were suffocating, and she struggled to find her place. She often described feeling like an outsider, unable to fit into the rigid mold that the monarchy demanded. Her every move was scrutinized, and her every flaw was magnified by the press. The constant presence of paparazzi only worsened her isolation, leaving her with little privacy or peace. Diana's mental health also suffered greatly during this time. She battled bulimia and depression, both of which were fueled by the pressures of her royal role and her crumbling marriage. She often confided in close friends about her feelings of hopelessness and despair. Elton John, one of her dearest friends, became a trusted confidant during her darkest moments. Late-night phone calls between the two revealed the depth of her struggles, as she shared her fears, frustrations, and longing for a life outside the royal spotlight. Despite her pain, Diana remained committed to her humanitarian work, which became a source of purpose for her. She channeled her feelings of isolation into compassion for others, using her platform to champion causes like AIDS awareness and landmine removal. In helping others, she found some solace, even as her own life felt increasingly out of control. Diana's isolation was a tragic aspect of her life, but it also shaped the legacy she left behind. Her humanity, vulnerability, and strength continue to inspire millions, reminding the world of the struggles she endured and the compassion she shared. Estrangement and reconnection. The friendship between Elton John and Princess Diana was one of the most heartfelt and captivating bonds in the public eye. However, like many close relationships, it wasn't immune to challenges. Their friendship faced a painful estrangement in the mid-1990s, only to find a bittersweet moment of reconnection shortly before Diana's tragic passing. The fallout between Elton and Diana stemmed from a charity book project in 1997. Elton had planned to release a coffee table book to benefit his AIDS Foundation, a cause he passionately championed. Initially, Diana agreed to write the foreword for the book, and her involvement was significant, as she was a fearless advocate for humanitarian issues. However, she later withdrew her support, leaving Elton hurt and confused. He later discovered that King Charles had influenced her decision, urging her to step back from the project to protect the royal family's image. This revelation created a rift between Elton and Diana, as their friendship, which had been a source of joy and comfort, began to fade. During their estrangement, both Elton and Diana experienced emotional struggles. Diana was dealing with the breakdown of her marriage, the relentless scrutiny of the media, and her own feelings of isolation. Elton, on the other hand, was deeply affected by the loss of their connection, as Diana had been one of the few people who truly understood him on a personal level. The distance between them weighed heavily on both sides, leaving a void that neither could easily fill. In July 1997, tragedy brought them back together. The unexpected murder of their mutual friend, Gianni Versace, served as a turning point. At Versace's funeral in Milan, Elton and Diana reconnected through their shared grief. Sitting side by side, they comforted one another, holding hands and speaking quietly. The warmth of their bond returned, even if only for a brief moment. For Elton, this reconnection was bittersweet, as it reminded him of the closeness they once shared. Sadly, their renewed connection was short-lived. Just weeks later, Diana tragically passed away in a car accident in Paris. Elton was left mourning not only the loss of a dear friend, but also the missed opportunity to fully repair their relationship. Their story of estrangement and reconnection remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of human relationships and the importance of cherishing the people we hold dear. Elton's tribute to Diana. Elton John's tribute to Princess Diana remains one of the most iconic and emotional moments in modern history. Their friendship was one filled with laughter, shared struggles, and mutual respect. When Diana tragically passed away on August 31st, 1997, Elton was devastated. He had only recently reconnected with her after a period of estrangement, and her sudden death left him heartbroken. In his grief, Elton found a way to honor his dear friend in a way that would resonate with millions around the world. At Diana's funeral, held at Westminster Abbey, Elton performed a reworked version of his song "Candle in the Wind." Originally written as a tribute to Marilyn Monroe, the lyrics were rewritten by Elton's longtime collaborator, Bernie Taupin, to reflect Diana's life and legacy. The new version, titled "Goodbye England's Rose," painted a beautiful and heartfelt picture of Diana as a compassionate, loving, and iconic figure who had touched the hearts of so many. The performance was deeply moving. As Elton sang, his voice carried the weight of his grief and the collective mourning of millions who had lost their people's princess. The lyrics spoke of Diana's kindness and her ability to connect with everyday people, breaking through the barriers of royalty to show her humanity. The line, "Your candle burned out long before your legend ever will," captured the essence of her impact. Her life was cut short, but her legacy would endure forever. Behind the scenes, Elton's tribute wasn't without controversy. King Charles reportedly had reservations about including such an emotional and modern performance in what was meant to be a traditional royal funeral. However, the Dean of Westminster supported the idea, understanding the need for the public to grieve in a way that felt genuine. Ultimately, Elton's performance became one of the most memorable moments of the service, resonating with people across the world. The reworked "Candle in the Wind" went on to become one of the best-selling singles of all time, with proceeds donated to Diana's charities. For Elton, it wasn't just a song. It was his way of saying goodbye to a dear friend and ensuring that Diana's memory would live on forever. Elton's loyalty to Diana's children. After Princess Diana's tragic death in 1997, Elton John remained deeply connected to her memory through his enduring loyalty to her two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. His devotion to Diana's children became a way for him to keep her legacy alive while supporting the boys she loved so dearly. Over the years, Elton has acted as both a friend and a protector, standing by them during some of their most challenging moments. Elton shared a particularly close bond with Prince Harry, who reminded him of Diana's warmth, humor, and compassion. After Diana's death, Elton kept in touch with both William and Harry, but it was Harry who often turned to him for guidance. Elton, having faced his own battles with fame and personal struggles, understood the pressures the young princes faced growing up in the public eye. He became someone they could rely on, offering advice and emotional support when they needed it most. One of the most beautiful moments showcasing Elton's loyalty came in 2018, when he performed at Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding. His rendition of several songs during the reception was more than just entertainment. It was a heartfelt gesture of love and support for the couple. Elton's presence at the wedding highlighted his ongoing commitment to Diana's family and his willingness to celebrate their happiness, just as Diana would have wanted. However, Elton's loyalty went beyond joyful occasions. When Harry and Meghan faced relentless media scrutiny and criticism, Elton stepped in to defend them. He publicly supported the couple when they were accused of hypocrisy for using private jets, revealing that he had provided the flights and ensured they were environmentally offset. Elton's defense of Harry and Meghan showed that he wasn't afraid to stand up for them, even when it meant drawing criticism himself. This loyalty has not been without consequences. Elton's unwavering support for Harry and Meghan, especially as their relationship with the royal family grew strained, deepened the distance between him and the monarchy. Yet, Elton's priority has always been clear: honoring Diana's legacy and protecting her children. For Elton, his loyalty to Diana's sons is not just about friendship. It's a tribute to the bond he shared with their mother. Through his actions, he continues to defend and uphold the values Diana stood for, ensuring her spirit lives on through her children. Elton's criticism of Charles Elton John has never been one to shy away from speaking his truth, and when it comes to King Charles, his words carry significant weight. Over the years, Elton has become increasingly vocal about the role Charles played in Princess Diana's struggles. As one of Diana's closest friends, Elton witnessed firsthand the emotional toll her marriage to Charles took on her, and he hasn't hesitated to criticize what he sees as Charles's lack of support for Diana during her most difficult times. One of Elton's main criticisms of Charles revolves around his inability to emotionally connect with Diana. According to Elton, Diana often confided in him about how lonely and trapped she felt in her marriage. She described Charles as distant and more focused on preserving the royal family's image than on addressing her needs or their relationship. This emotional neglect, coupled with Charles's ongoing affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, left Diana feeling isolated and heartbroken. Elton has also criticized Charles for the way he influenced Diana's personal decisions, particularly her friendships. One of the most notable examples of this was the 1997 charity book incident. Diana had agreed to write the foreword for a book benefiting Elton's AIDS Foundation, a cause she was passionate about. However, under pressure from Charles, who was concerned about the royal family's reputation, Diana withdrew her support. This caused a rift between Elton and Diana, one that was deeply painful for both of them. Elton has since spoken openly about how Charles's interference played a significant role in their estrangement. Beyond their personal dynamic, Elton has expressed disappointment in how Charles handled Diana's growing popularity. As Diana's humanitarian work and natural ability to connect with people made her the most beloved member of the royal family, Charles reportedly grew resentful. Elton believes that Charles's jealousy and desire to control the narrative surrounding Diana only added to her struggles within the monarchy. For Elton, his criticism of Charles isn't just about anger. It's about telling the truth. He feels a responsibility to honor Diana's legacy by shedding light on the challenges she faced, many of which, in his view, were shaped by Charles's actions. Through his words, Elton continues to defend Diana's memory and stand up for the values she represented. Standing up for Diana and her legacy. Elton John has always been a man of loyalty, and when it comes to Princess Diana, his commitment to her legacy is unwavering. From the moment they became friends in the early 1980s, Elton admired Diana's courage, compassion, and ability to connect with people on a deeply human level. After her tragic death in 1997, Elton took it upon himself to ensure that her memory, and the values she stood for, would never be forgotten. Elton's decision to speak out about Diana's struggles and the challenges she faced was not an easy one. For years, he remained silent about the role King Charles allegedly played in Diana's isolation and the strain on their friendship. However, Elton later revealed that he felt a responsibility to share the truth, not to stir controversy, but to honor Diana's life and legacy. He believed that the world needed to know the full extent of what she endured as a member of the royal family and how her humanitarian efforts were sometimes overshadowed by royal politics. One of Elton's most significant acts of loyalty came at Diana's funeral. His performance of a reworked version of Candle in the Wind became a defining moment of public mourning. The song, rewritten as Goodbye England's Rose, was a heartfelt tribute to Diana's life and the impact she had on millions around the world. The performance was not without controversy, as King Charles reportedly had reservations about the emotional tone of the song, but Elton stood firm. His tribute was a way of giving the people a voice to grieve and celebrate Diana's legacy. Beyond the funeral, Elton's dedication to Diana's memory has continued through his unwavering support for her children, Prince William and Prince Harry. His defense of Harry and Meghan Markle during their struggles with the press and royal life reflects his ongoing loyalty to Diana's values. Elton has never hesitated to stand up for what he believes is right, even when it means speaking out against powerful figures like King Charles. For Elton, standing up for Diana is more than an act of friendship. It's a promise to keep her spirit alive. Through his words, music, and actions, he continues to ensure that Diana's legacy of kindness, courage, and humanity shines brightly, even decades after her passing. Elton's final break with the royals. Elton John's relationship with the royal family has always been complex, but in recent years, it has reached a breaking point. While Elton has remained loyal to Princess Diana's memory and her children, Prince William and Prince Harry, his public support for Harry and Meghan Markle has created a clear divide between him and the rest of the monarchy, especially King Charles. This final break with the royals is not just about personal relationships, it's about Elton standing up for what he believes in and defending Diana's legacy. Elton's bond with Diana's sons grew stronger after her tragic death in 1997. He had always admired Diana's courage and compassion, and he saw those same qualities in Harry. Over the years, Elton became a trusted ally and mentor to Harry, offering guidance as he navigated the pressures of royal life. However, when Harry and Meghan stepped back from their royal duties and faced relentless media scrutiny, Elton's loyalty to them became more visible and more controversial. One key moment in Elton's break with the royals came when Harry and Meghan were criticized for using private jets. Elton publicly defended the couple, revealing that he had provided the flights and ensured they were environmentally offset. This was his way of protecting Diana's son and standing up against the same kind of unfair media treatment Diana had endured. However, Elton's vocal support for Harry and Meghan deepened the rift between him and King Charles, who was reportedly unhappy with Elton's involvement. For Elton, this wasn't just about Harry and Meghan, it was about the values Diana stood for. She had always championed causes of compassion and justice, and Elton felt it was his responsibility to do the same for her children. He saw parallels between the media's treatment of Diana and the attacks on Harry and Meghan, and he was determined to protect them, even if it meant distancing himself from the monarchy. Elton's final break with the royals is a testament to his unwavering loyalty to Diana and her family. While his relationship with the monarchy may never be repaired, his commitment to standing up for Diana's legacy remains stronger than ever.
The palace has just issued this statement.
And although you kind of know that this might happen,
Queen Camilla has done the unthinkable. In a move that no one saw coming, she has reportedly handed over her royal title to Princess Anne, leaving the entire royal family and fans around the world in shock. The surprising decision comes after years of tension, history, and a complicated relationship between the two women. Many are asking, why would Camilla make such a bold move now? Is it a gesture of respect, or something more? Camilla's journey from Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort. Camilla's journey from the Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort is a remarkable story filled with ups and downs. Many people remember her as the woman who faced a lot of scrutiny and criticism, but her life has taken a surprising turn. How did the woman once viewed with suspicion become a respected figure in the royal family? When Camilla Shand married Prince Charles in 2005, she stepped into a challenging role. At that time, she was known as the Duchess of Cornwall. This title was given to her because of the strong feelings many had about her relationship with Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Diana was loved by the public, and many people saw her as the people's princess. Camilla had to navigate through a cloud of negative opinions and media scrutiny, making her new life even more difficult. Despite the challenges, Camilla focused on her royal duties. She dedicated herself to charity work, becoming involved in various causes such as literacy, healthcare, and animal rights. Camilla showed a genuine passion for helping others, which gradually changed the public's perception of her. People began to see her hard work and commitment to her causes. Could this be the turning point in her journey? The turning point came with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. This event marked a significant change in the royal family. Before her death, Queen Elizabeth had announced that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort when Charles ascended the throne. This decision was crucial. It showed that Camilla had earned her place beside her husband and was accepted by the royal family. As Queen Consort, Camilla has taken on even more responsibilities. She attends important events, supports charities, and represents the monarchy in various ways. Her role is vital, especially as the monarchy looks to modernize and connect with the public. Many wonder how she will shape her new position. Will she bring fresh ideas to the royal family, or will she follow in the footsteps of her predecessors? Camilla's journey is a powerful reminder that change is possible. From being a figure of controversy, she has transformed into a respected royal. Her story teaches us that with hard work, determination, and a willingness to adapt, anyone can find their place and make a difference. As she embraces her role as queen consort, many will be watching closely to see how she continues to evolve and contribute to the monarchy. Princess Anne's early opposition to Camilla's role. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, has always been known for her strong opinions and no-nonsense attitude. When it comes to her brother, King Charles III, and his wife Camilla, her feelings have been a topic of much interest. Early on, Princess Anne had a clear stance against Camilla's role in the royal family. Why did she oppose Camilla so strongly? And how has their relationship changed over time? When Charles married Camilla in 2005, many people were unsure about their relationship. Camilla was the woman who had been involved in a love triangle with Charles and his first wife, Princess Diana. This history made it difficult for some members of the royal family, including Princess Anne, to accept her. Anne was known to have reservations about Camilla taking on a significant role in the monarchy. Reports suggest that she once said, "Camilla will never be a true queen." This statement highlighted Anne's skepticism about Camilla's position. The tension between Anne and Camilla was not just about titles, it also stemmed from their personalities. Camilla, who had been in the public eye for years, found Anne's demeanor to be rather icy. In turn, Anne seemed to keep her distance from Camilla, preferring to avoid interactions whenever possible. Their relationship was described as frosty, with Anne reportedly keeping away from Camilla as much as she could. However, things began to change over time. As the years passed, Anne started to see the hard work Camilla put into her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charities and causes, showing a commitment to the monarchy that Anne could not ignore. Many royal watchers noted that Anne gradually became more accepting of Camilla, recognizing her efforts and dedication. The shift in their relationship raises questions about how family dynamics can evolve. Can time and shared responsibilities help heal old wounds? As Camilla took on more duties, including her role as queen consort following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Anne's perspective seemed to soften. Today, while Anne may not have completely changed her mind about Camilla, there is a sense of mutual respect that has developed between them. Their journey shows that even within the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. As they both embrace their roles, many are curious to see how their relationship will continue to evolve in the future. Will they become allies in the modern monarchy? Only time will tell that. The shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles. The story of Camilla and Princess Anne is intertwined with a man named Andrew Parker Bowles, creating a complicated web of relationships within the royal family. This shared history adds layers to their interactions and sheds light on why their relationship has been so complex. How did Andrew Parker Bowles impact the dynamics between Camilla and Anne? And what does their past reveal about royal relationships? Andrew Parker Bowles was a British Army officer, and he had a significant role in both Camilla and Anne's lives. In the early 1970s, he dated Princess Anne. Their relationship lasted several years, but it eventually came to an end because Andrew's Catholic faith made it difficult for him to marry into the royal family. Despite their breakup, Anne and Andrew remained friends, and he even became godfather to Anne's second child. Their bond shows that, despite the challenges of royal life, friendships can endure. Meanwhile, Camilla was also connected to Andrew. She married him in 1973, and they had 2 children together before their marriage ended in 1995. During this time, both women were part of the same social circles, and their lives often crossed paths. As Camilla's relationship with Charles developed, it created a complicated situation for everyone involved. Many people were aware of the love triangle between Charles, Diana, and Camilla, but Anne's history with Andrew added another layer of tension. The connection with Andrew Parker Bowles led to a certain awkwardness between Anne and Camilla. Reports suggest that Anne felt uncomfortable around Camilla, especially considering their shared past with Andrew. This tension was evident in their early interactions, which were often described as frosty. It's not unusual for past relationships to create complications in family dynamics, and this was no exception. However, as time went on, both women began to navigate their unique roles within the royal family. Camilla worked hard to earn respect and acceptance, while Anne focused on her duties as a royal. Over time, they both realized that they needed to put aside personal history for the sake of their shared responsibilities. This shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles raises important questions about how relationships evolve. Can past connections be set aside for the greater good? As Camilla and Anne both embrace their roles in the modern monarchy, many are left wondering how their relationship will continue to grow. Will they find common ground, or will the shadows of their past linger on? Only time will reveal the answer. The public's divided opinion on Camilla as Queen Consort. When Camilla became Queen Consort, it was a moment filled with mixed feelings among the public. For some, it was an opportunity to celebrate a new chapter in the royal family. For others, it stirred up old memories and emotions, especially related to Princess Diana. How can one woman evoke such strong and divided opinions? Let's explore the reasons behind the public's reactions to Camilla's role as Queen Consort. Camilla Shan's journey to becoming Queen Consort was not an easy one. When she first emerged as Prince Charles's partner, many people were quick to judge her. The shadow of Diana loomed large, as Diana was beloved by the public and remembered for her grace and compassion. Many felt that Camilla had come between Charles and Diana, leading to a lot of animosity toward her. This complicated history made it hard for some to accept her new title. Despite the past, Camilla worked hard to change public perception. Over the years, she engaged in numerous charitable activities, focusing on issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication and genuine efforts began to win over some people. Many started to see her as a committed royal who genuinely cares about her duties. However, the question remained: could Camilla ever truly win the hearts of those who still held on to their feelings for Diana? The announcement of Camilla's title as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II also brought mixed reactions. While some celebrated the recognition of Camilla's hard work and dedication, others felt it was a painful reminder of the past and questioned whether she deserved such a title. The emotional connection many people have to Diana makes it difficult for them to fully embrace Camilla as queen. Social media has played a big role in shaping public opinion. Online platforms often buzz with discussions about the royal family, and Camilla is no exception. Supporters praise her efforts and commitment, while critics voice their discontent. This division reflects the broader feelings in society, where some people are ready to move on and embrace change, while others cling to the past. Ultimately, Camilla's journey as Queen Consort is still unfolding. The public's opinion remains divided, and only time will tell how she will be remembered. Will she carve out her own identity in the monarchy, or will she always be seen through the lens of the past? As she continues her royal duties, many are eager to see how she navigates this complex landscape, and whether she can bridge the gap between old feelings and new beginnings. Queen Elizabeth's decision to support Camilla's role. Queen Elizabeth II's decision to support Camilla as Queen Consort was a pivotal moment in the history of the British monarchy. This endorsement came after years of public scrutiny and mixed feelings about Camilla's position. What led the Queen to make such a significant choice, and what does it mean for the royal family moving forward? For many years, Camilla faced a tough road to acceptance. When she married Prince Charles in 2005, public opinion was divided. Many people still remembered her as the woman who played a role in the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. This dark shadow loomed over Camilla for a long time, making it difficult for her to find her place in the royal family. However, Queen Elizabeth recognized that Camilla had worked hard to earn respect and acceptance. As the years went by, Camilla became more involved in royal duties and charitable work. She showed a genuine commitment to her role, focusing on important causes like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication did not go unnoticed, and the Queen saw how much Camilla had changed since her early days in the royal spotlight. It became clear to Elizabeth that Camilla was not only a supportive partner for Charles, but also a valuable member of the royal family. The Queen's support for Camilla was finally made clear in February 2022, during a public message marking her Platinum Jubilee. In this heartfelt statement, Queen Elizabeth expressed her wish for Camilla to be known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. This announcement was significant, as it symbolized a shift in royal dynamics and a sign of unity within the family. It was a clear message that Camilla had the Queen's blessing to take on this new role. However, the Queen's decision did not come without controversy. Many royal watchers were left wondering how the public would react. Would the endorsement help heal old wounds? Or would it only serve to remind people of the past? The road ahead was uncertain, but the Queen's support was a bold move aimed at bringing stability to the monarchy. As Camilla stepped into her role as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth, her journey continues. The Queen's decision to support her was a significant turning point, allowing Camilla to embrace her duties with confidence. Will she be able to redefine her image and carve out a respected place in royal history? Only time will tell if this new chapter will be embraced by the public, or if the echoes of the past will linger on. Anne's recognition of Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. Princess Anne, known for her strong character and straightforward nature, has always been a key figure in the British royal family. Over the years, her relationship with Camilla, Queen Consort, has evolved, especially as Anne began to recognize Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. What led to this change in Anne's perspective, and how has it impacted their relationship? Initially, Anne had reservations about Camilla when she first entered the royal scene. Many in the royal family felt the lingering effects of the past, especially regarding the complicated history between Charles, Diana, and Camilla. Anne was no exception. She was protective of her family and wary of how Camilla would fit into royal life. The early days of Camilla's marriage to Charles were marked by tension, as Anne seemed to keep her distance, preferring to focus on her own royal duties. However, as time passed, things began to change. Anne started to notice the hard work that Camilla put into her royal responsibilities. Camilla was not just Charles's wife. She was also a dedicated member of the royal family who engaged deeply in charitable work. From supporting literacy programs to championing health initiatives, Camilla showed a genuine commitment to her role. This dedication did not go unnoticed by Anne. One significant moment that highlighted this shift was during public engagements. Anne observed how Camilla interacted with the public, showcasing her warmth and compassion. Over time, it became clear to Anne that Camilla was genuinely invested in her duties and had earned her place within the royal family. This realization marked a turning point in their relationship. Could it be that shared responsibilities could help heal old wounds? As Anne recognized Camilla's efforts, she began to show more support. Their interactions became less formal and more friendly. It was a sign that Anne was willing to put aside past differences for the good of the monarchy. This change in their relationship reflects a broader theme in the royal family: the importance of unity and support among its members. Today, as both women embrace their roles in the monarchy, many royal watchers are eager to see how their relationship will continue to develop. Will they become allies in modernizing the royal family, or will old tensions resurface? The journey of Princess Anne and Camilla is a reminder that even in the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. Their evolving bond shows the power of recognition and respect within the monarchy, paving the way for a united front as they face the challenges of the future. Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne. In a surprising turn of events, Camilla, Queen Consort, has decided to transfer her title to Princess Anne. This decision has left many people talking and wondering what it means for the royal family. Why would Camilla make such a bold choice? And what implications does it hold for the future of the monarchy? Camilla's journey in the royal family has been anything but easy. From the beginning, she faced scrutiny and criticism due to her involvement with Prince Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana. Over the years, she worked hard to earn respect, dedicating herself to charity work and royal duties. As Queen Consort, Camilla embraced her role, but her decision to hand her title to Anne marks a significant shift in the royal landscape. The choice to transfer her title is believed to stem from a desire to strengthen the bonds within the royal family. Camilla has always admired Princess Anne for her strong work ethic and dedication to her royal duties. By passing on her title, Camilla is acknowledging Anne's commitment and contributions to the monarchy. This gesture also signifies unity within the family, especially in a time when the royal institution faces various challenges. Many royal watchers are curious about how this decision will affect Princess Anne. Known for her no-nonsense attitude and dedication, Anne has often been seen as a hard worker who puts her royal responsibilities first. By receiving this title, she is stepping into a new role that recognizes her efforts. Will this new title change how the public sees her? the public reaction to this decision has been mixed. Some people see it as a positive sign of collaboration and support among royal family members. Others, however, are left wondering what this means for Camilla and her future role. Is this transfer a sign that Camilla is stepping back, or is it simply a way to highlight Anne's contributions? As the news spreads, many are eager to see how this change will play out in royal events and engagements. Will Camilla still play a significant role in public life, or will she take a step back to allow Anne to shine? Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne is an intriguing development in the royal family's story. It reflects the complexities of royal life and the importance of family ties. As both women move forward in their roles, the world will be watching closely to see how their relationship grows and how they navigate their responsibilities together. Anne's lifelong reputation as the hardest working royal. Princess Anne has earned a reputation as the hardest working royal throughout her life, and for good reason. Known for her strong work ethic and commitment to duty, Anne has dedicated herself to royal responsibilities and charity work in a way that sets her apart from other members of the royal family. What drives her to work so tirelessly, and how has she maintained this impressive reputation over the years? From a young age, Anne showed a deep sense of responsibility. She was not one to shy away from hard work. In fact, she often took on more engagements than many of her family members. While other royals might attend a few events each week, Anne has consistently filled her calendar with public appearances, charity events, and official duties. This dedication has earned her the respect and admiration of many, both in the UK and beyond. One of the key factors that contribute to Anne's reputation is her hands-on approach. She is known for getting involved in various causes, ranging from sports and education to health and animal welfare. As the president of numerous charities, she has made a real impact by promoting causes that matter to her. This personal touch is something that the public appreciates, as it shows her genuine care for the issues she champions. Anne's work ethic is also evident in her ability to balance her royal duties with her personal life. As a mother and grandmother, she has managed to juggle family responsibilities alongside her public role. This balance is not easy, but Anne has shown that she can do it all, proving that hard work and dedication can lead to success. Despite her busy schedule, Anne remains down to earth and approachable. She often engages with the public and is known for her straightforward nature. This authenticity resonates with people and adds to her appeal as a royal figure. The surprising shift in Anne and Camilla's relationship. The relationship between Princess Anne and Camilla, Queen Consort, has undergone a surprising transformation in recent years. Once marked by tension and uncertainty, their bond has evolved into something more supportive and respectful. What caused this change, and how has it impacted their roles within the royal family? Initially, Anne was skeptical of Camilla when she entered the royal family. Many in the royal circle had mixed feelings about Camilla due to her history with Prince Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Anne, protective of her family, was wary of how Camilla would fit into the monarchy. Their early interactions were often described as frosty, with Anne keeping her distance and maintaining a formal demeanor. However, as time went on, Anne began to see the genuine commitment that Camilla showed to her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charitable causes, working tirelessly to support issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Anne, known for her strong work ethic, started to admire Camilla's efforts and dedication. This recognition marked the beginning of a shift in their relationship. One significant moment that highlighted this change occurred during public engagements. As Anne observed Camilla interacting warmly with the public, she recognized the positive impact Camilla was making as a royal. This realization helped Anne appreciate Camilla's role in the monarchy and see her as an ally rather than a rival. As their relationship strengthened, the two women began to support each other more openly. They started attending events together, showcasing a united front within the royal family. This newfound camaraderie reflects a broader theme in the monarchy: the importance of collaboration and unity among its members. Many royal watchers are eager to see how this evolving relationship will continue to develop. Will Anne and Camilla work together to modernize the monarchy and strengthen its connection with the public? Their surprising shift from tension to support is a powerful reminder that relationships can grow and change over time, even within the royal family. As they face new challenges together, the world will be watching closely to see how their bond unfolds. The public and royal family's reaction to Camilla's gesture. When Camilla, Queen Consort, made a heartfelt gesture to support Princess Anne, it sparked a wave of reactions from both the public and the royal family. This act of kindness highlighted the changing dynamics within the monarchy. But how did everyone respond to it? What does this gesture say about Camilla's role in the royal family? Camilla's gesture involved publicly recognizing Anne's hard work and dedication to the royal duties they both share. In a recent event, she made a point to praise Anne's commitment to various charities and her tireless efforts in representing the monarchy. This acknowledgement was seen as a significant move, especially considering the complexities of their relationship in the past. The royal family reacted positively to Camilla's gesture. Many members were impressed by her willingness to uplift another royal, showing a sense of unity that is often needed in such a high-profile family. This act of support was seen as a step toward building stronger relationships among the royals. It emphasized the idea that they are all on the same team, working toward common goals. Public reaction was equally mixed, but largely positive. Many people appreciated Camilla's humility and her recognition of Anne's hard work. Social media buzzed with comments praising Camilla for her kindness. People noted that this gesture showed growth in their relationship and a move toward a more modern monarchy. Some even suggested that it could pave the way for a more united royal family in the future. However, not